Hello, today inshallah we are going to learn about the basics of the geometry. And you might be asking yourself what the benefit beyond learning the basics of the geometry. And let me tell you that the basics of the geometry enables you to identify the geometric shapes and to get the area, the perimeter, and etc. So let's get started with the easiest and the simplest thing in the geometry, which is going to be a point, like this. A point doesn't have any size. It's often represented by a dot. And we usually name point by using capital letters like this. Because without naming the point, it will be difficult to determine the location of the point. So we are going to call it as X. What if we have here another point? It's going to be Y, like this. What I want to do right now, I'm going to connect between these 2 points, and it's going to be line segment. And here we have line segment XY. And you have to put the symbol to differentiate between the line segment, ray, and straight line. And you will find the line segment are made up of points. And it has a start point, and end point. And if you want to get the distance between them, you can use the ruler to get the length, like this. And right now, what you have to do is trying to counting the distance from here until you get to Y. From the start point until you get to the end point. And I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. It's 8. So XY, which is equal to 8 centimeter. And this is going to be line segment. What about the ray? You will find the ray, it has a start point and keeps going from the other direction without ending, which means that it keeps going forever. So if we have here X, Y, so you have to put the symbol which represents ray, like this. What about the straight? What about the straight line? You will find the straight line, it has neither start point nor end point, like this. So line keeps going forever from both of the 2 directions, and we will represent it by using straight line like this. And now let's jump into the angles. What if we have here ray like this? And I'm gonna call it as XY. And we get another ray like this, and all of a sudden they intersect at one point, and I'm gonna call it as X. This is called an angle. And when 2 rays share a common vertex, this is called angle. The common vertex, it will be X. And what about the reading? In geometry, we used to use the symbol to express about the angle. It will be like this. And if you want to read it, you can read ZXY or the vice versa, Y, XZ. And it may be, for us, it will be enough to name the vertex. So it will be X. This is called angle. So let's move to another point. To measure how much something is rotated, we use a special unit. It's called degree. This is called degree, like this. We get here 60 degree. You will find the little secret which expresses about the degree, and the degree is a unit to express about the rotation, or the value of rotation of the 2 rays. So let me draw an angle like this. We got here the first angle, and we got here the next angle, and this will be the third. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna erase it. It will be the third, and this will be the fourth, and this will be the fifth one. So you will find it just the first one here is, you will find it just smaller, and you will find it here it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's get started with the first one here. We are gonna call it as an acute angle. Acute angle. Acute angle, and the word acute, which means the little angle. A little angle. Maybe like this. So maybe it will be more than 0 degree and less than 90. Less than 90. And whenever you will find the angle more than 0 and less than 90, we can consider it as an acute. What about if we get here 30 degree? It will be acute angle. What about if we have here 65 degree, acute angle? What about 89? It will be the same thing, an acute angle. 70 degree, 75, what about 61? All of them, all of these angles together, we can consider all of them an acute angle. And you can use your protractor to be able to draw the angle. The protractor is a tool just like ruler, but it's specialized to draw an angle like this. What about if we got here something like the right angle? The right angle. So you will find the right angle exactly 90. You'll find it just like 90, and you will find it just like this. And you can put here a little square like this to identify the right angle. So it's going to be right angle. So this little square enables you to identify quickly to the right angle. So you will find it exactly 90. What if we have here something more than or past 90? It will be an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. And you will find the obtuse angle more than 90. You'll find it more than 90 and less than 180. And you'll find it just getting bigger like this. You will find it much more open than acute and right in the same time. And you maybe if you try to get the measure of this angle, you find it just more than 90. Maybe it will be 110, 120, 125. No matter, you will find it more than 90, and at the same time less than 180. You'll find it, maybe it will be 175, 170. All these angles which are in front of you, we can consider all of them an obtuse angle. What about the straight? What about the straight angle? What about the straight angle? You will find the straight angle, it will be the same thing like a straight line. You will find this angle, the measure of this angle, it will be 180. What about the reflex? The reflex. You will find the reflex more than 180, less than 360. And I know that it will be like this. So maybe it will be 270, 190, 200, 210. And you might be asking yourself, where did 360 come from? And let me tell you that you might recognize and realize that the Earth rotates around the Sun every 365 for non-leap year and 366 in leap year. So you'll find 365 is pretty close to 360. I think that. So that's all.